You're watching today's Homesteader channel here at Peaceful Valley Ranch in Cotopaxi, Colorado, starring yours truly, Johnny Jules. Alright, Homesteader family, welcome to this edition of Sunday Monday Vlog, and as you saw on the title, this is going to be a special edition. And the reason it's going to be a special edition is because this is my 1 year, look how nice that fire just popped up. 1 year since I started my YouTube channel public-wise and started the channel as I have it. So for all the big numbers, I got everything written down here on a scrap piece of paper because I can't remember all this. But as of today, it hasn't renewed. It doesn't renew until like midnight or so where it updates everything. But so far I have 30,324 views. So that's humongous for me. I can't believe that my channel makes that big of an impression on everybody that, you know, I had that many views. I mean, 30,000 plus views of people watching me talk or watching me do something stupid like fall off of a roof. Not really, but you get my drift. I'm up to 96 subscribers, so that's another big shock. You know, I can't believe 96 people, you know, not only watch my videos, but they subscribe to want to be able to see more of my videos. So that's a big thing for me too. And this past 12 months, I've uploaded approximately 785 videos in the past 12 months. So it's a lot of videos I put out, and for all that work that I've done, YouTube, off of my subscriptions of people watching and the commercials and everything like that, I've made a whopping $73.14. So as soon as it gets to $100, I can apply for my first check and use that $100 towards the homestead. So like I said, December 17th last year, I went ahead, I started my channel publicly, and it's grown, you know, bigger than I thought. I figured just be my close friends and my family, and it turned out it's a whole lot more. And now I'm branching out into Instagram and Twitter and all these different places to get the channel out there and hopefully touch more homesteaders out there, and those of you that like it for A, entertainment, B, for knowledge, or C, just a way to relax and leave the world behind. I hope I can give you guys a piece of whatever pie or puzzle that you're looking for out of that. So once again, I want to say thank you for everybody that's helped me, supported me, and of course watching the channel and sharing it. So let's go ahead and move on to the Sunday Monday vlog part, since I just want to get that on the Sunday Monday vlog, so in another year I can go back, watch it, and when I do this special edition next year, next December, I can see the changes and everything like that. So like I said, this is really going to be something cool for my future. You know, I can go back in 10 years and look at it, and one of the things that popped up on Facebook today, which was kind of cool, was my 1 year since I put my first video out. And it was called, I believe, Channel Breakdown. So if you want to search that on my channel or go back to the very first video, it's kind of cool how far I've come along, and looking at how I went into homestead here at Hummingbird, and now starting or getting ready to build a whole new homestead over at Peaceful Valley Ranch. So it's kind of cool. So this past week, what I've been doing is I've been moving branches. I chopped a bunch of branches off the trees, 6 foot tall. Been moving all the branches into a big pile so I can save up the money. It's going to run roughly $400 for a day to run a wood chipper. So it's pretty steep, but to buy a good wood chipper, you know, I'm looking at $3,000–4,000. And I don't want to spend that much because I'm not going to use a wood chipper that often. So I'm just going to go ahead and save up the money, get a pile big enough so it's worth it. Try to get as much mulch as I can out of all the branches, the dead aspens up in the park, and everything else. Get as much mulch as I can so I can start spreading it come spring onto the land. So that will break down along with putting out straw and seed like I've been talking about, for the food plots, for the animals, and just getting everything going. Another thing I got going on was I went ahead, I pulled a bunch of fence out, and rearranging my fence. When you first come in, you'll see videos coming up in a few weeks once the videos are caught up to today's time, because as everybody knows, my videos are anywhere from a week to 3 weeks behind for editing and processing and everything else. But I moved some fencing, I reinstalled that fencing, and then for a lot of people that watch this, probably don't know what cryptocurrency is. But I started dabbling in cryptocurrency in July. My gut told me to buy back, way back when. It's a digital currency. It's called cryptocurrency. The biggest name out there is Bitcoin. So some of you might have heard of Bitcoin. But back in 2011, I wanted to invest in Bitcoin. I didn't. I wish I would have. I would have been well over $100 million in value if I would have invested back then. But that's life. Then I thought about doing it again, missed out, would have still been a millionaire, and then wanted to do it in January. Didn't have the courage to do it in January, so when I sold my gold and silver, I got roughly $10,000. I wish I would have invested that, because if I would have invested that $10,000 back in January of 2017 to today, I would have made another $600 and some thousand just off of that investment. I haven't done that. June was a big jump. I could have made money then. Once again, didn't. I finally did in July. Well, then I started getting into swapping the money back and forth. Let me move this camera, get it to readjust. But I went ahead, I finally invested in July, and I've been trying to do some day trading back and forth. And now it turns out that last week, in a 4-day process, I banked just over $4,000. I cashed out. I brought some money back to me. And then I went ahead and reinvested $4,300 last week. And now I'm waiting for the prices to come back up. Because when I bought back in, I didn't buy at the low. I thought it was at the low, and then it went whoop and went way down. So I didn't quite get the bottom, so it's still working its way back up from the extreme low that it went to. Right now, I think I'm roughly $300 or $400 down, but I should be coming profitable shortly. And then, like I said, once it gets back to where it was, or if it goes higher, then I'll be looking at, you know, doubling my money roughly. So that $4,300 could turn into over $8,000. So for the little bit of money that I brought home, I went on a shopping spree yesterday. I went up to Colorado Springs. There was a trailer I found on Craigslist for $1,000 that I wanted. It was, I think, 7-foot by 12-foot trailer. And for those of you that don't know, my truck that I lost, that went up, that I had to buy this new pickup truck. It's not new, but I got it at an auction. It's got a short bed on it. And it's a little bit nicer truck, so I don't want to scratch it all up trying to put panels over top the roof and everything like I did with my old beater truck. So I need a trailer to haul the 16-foot panels, because the trailer that I have is only like 7.5 foot long or 8 foot long. So it hangs out twice as long as what the trailer is. So anyhow, I went ahead, went up to the Springs, talked to this guy, and got the price to $800, because, you know, there's some flaws to it that needs to be fixed and things like that. For me, I'm not worried about it. It's going to be a beater trailer, so I'm not going to fix, you know, the things wrong with it. But hey, it saved me $200, so that's $200 I can put into more stuff for the new homestead. So picked up the trailer. Then I went all the way out to Salida, Colorado. So I ran, I want to say 300, maybe 300 plus miles on my truck yesterday, going from Hummingbird out to Colorado Springs, out to Salida, and then Salida to Peaceful Valley Ranch, and Peaceful Valley Ranch back here to the homestead. So it was a long day. But in Salida, once again, I'm looking down because I got my notes here, because I've got a lot of stuff. And in Salida, I went ahead and I got a T-post puller and 10 more cattle panels. And then when I went to Salida the other day to look at some stuff, I realized that they had good snowshoes because one of my subscribers had sent me money to get some snowshoes. And I purchased snowshoes up at Dick's in Colorado Springs. Got snowshoes, which came separate from the poles. So it was really expensive buying them up there. But everywhere I looked, nobody had snowshoes. Well, Salida had snowshoes. So when I dropped the trailer off, I went ahead and returned the snowshoes, the poles and stuff at Dick's Sporting Goods up in the Springs. And when I went to Salida at Murdoch's, I got the 10 cattle panels. So when I go out tomorrow, I'll be able to do more fence work. So I'll have one by the driveway to complete where I need the fence. And then that will give me 9 to keep going farther down the property line. So that's another, I want to say like 130 feet or so, 140 feet of fence that coyotes can't get around. So it's going to make them have to go farther to get into the property, and gives me, or doesn't give me, but gives the animals a little more of a buffer zone because I'm extending the fence going on down. But while I was there, I also bought the snowshoes, and their snowshoes came with the snowshoes, the poles, and a carrying bag. And instead of $165 that I spent at Dick's Sporting Goods, yesterday it was a 15% off sale on snowshoes. So I paid $76.95 or 94 cents. So I mean, you're talking almost $100 savings by buying there. So I'll be showing you guys that. I also picked up a 2-burner grill, propane, because I don't have a propane grill. And I picked that up at Home Depot in Canyon City. That ran me like $79 after taxes with my military discount. So I'm just taking my profits. Like I said, I reinvested most of it. But I'm also going to keep trying to pull money out. I want to get more fence so I can get the fence done so I can move the animals and everything like that. So for now, that's pretty much it. Like I said, tomorrow I got to go to Canyon. I'm going to do a oil change. I need to get the title changed over for the trailer to my name. I'm not going to tag it until the spring because I don't plan on getting panels anytime soon until the cryptocurrency goes up or I come into my VA money, which I don't see that happening anytime within the next couple weeks. So I don't want to tag a trailer right now and have it sit for the next 4 or 5 months, and I'm just wasting money paying the county and the state. But if my VA money comes through or the cryptocurrency money comes through in a few weeks, I'll go down at that point, tag the trailer, and go pick up, 20, 40, 50 fence panels, depending on what I can afford at the time. So tomorrow is going to be a quick trip to Canyon City, get the necessities knocked out, the oil change, the title change, and then it's out to Peaceful Valley Ranch, let the goats go on a hike, let them have some stretch out room, get everybody fed. And of course, the 10 panels that I picked up, I'm going to be installing tomorrow, as long as I can get some T-posts slammed into the ground. If not, I'll just have to lean the T-post up, do what I can. And we got Minnie Mouse coming over here. She wants to see what Daddy's up to. Say hi, Minnie Mouse. And you can see all the firewood behind me. I went ahead and stacked all the firewood, so that way I have plenty of wood in the house in case we get hit with snow. And that's going to be pretty much it for the Sunday Monday vlog. So once again, hope everybody has a good night, having a good winter, staying warm. Hope everything's going well for everybody. If you're sick, get better. If you're not sick, stay healthy. So with that, I'll talk to you guys later. Alright, Homesteader family, for those of you wanting to see an update on Max, here he is. Say hello, Max. And you can see he is getting huge. He is humongous. And he's a big old fatty. Look at that big old belly. So, for those of you wanting to know, he's an ornery little pooper, right? But he's so sweet. He loves his puppy kisses. Isn't that right, Max? Say hello. Say hello, Max. All right. Everybody have a good night. Talk to y'all later. I just want to take a moment and say thank you guys for watching my videos, for donating, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate it, and it really means a lot to me. And remember, live happy, live free. That's the only way to be.